driver in front.
First time win, Callum Hedge.
Ryan Wood, race win in the 2022 championship.
Very cool to catch up today with a couple of youngsters with a very bright future, the Porsche New Zealand scholarship recipients in Callum Hedge and Ryan Wood. How are you both?
Good, mate. How are you?
This is home turf on the Gold Coast now. You're quite away from home. How are you finding living away from New Zealand?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a change. I lived a little bit on my own last year, but not for very long. So this year was a bit of a shock. I moved overseas and ended up on my own, having to do this whole cooking, cleaning up after myself gig, and got on top of it now and really enjoying living in the Gold Coast.
It's been cool, you know, moving over here and having our dreams kind of really coming true pretty early on for us. It's been pretty cool, and we grew up together, so it's been a bit different living together, I think, and being in each other's back pockets every day, but you know, we're still mates on and off the track, and it's been fun.
When you walk into the Giltrap offices there in Auckland and you have a look around, they've supported some unbelievably good sports people, not just motor racers, over time. How cool is it to be considered now in that group?
Yeah, it's cool to be part of the family. I've sort of watched all the Giltrap drivers for a lot of years, and every time you go into the office you see the Lamborghinis and you see all your Brendan Hartleys and Scott Dixon's helmets and race suits. So it's cool to have my name alongside them.
You've ridden the highs and lows of this, mate, this year. Tell me about Townsville. I mean, the way you bolted that weekend together to walk away from that event in North Queensland must have been immensely special in your career.
Yeah, it was a very cool round. Had my mum there. It was also my first time on a street track, so I was really excited to get out there and fire this thing over a few curbs. Qualified a bit average, and then ceased part away from there and managed to stay there, keep the pace up, finish the weekend on a win and a round win.
How about this for a first time win as Callum Hedge crosses the finish line and the young Kiwi is home for his first win.
So how do you bounce then from Taylor and Ben? Because that was tough. That was tough for you, wasn't it?
O'Keefe and Hedge, a couple of young guns. Did something happen to Callum Hedge then? Did he run wide going through the right-handers? He's off the road.
From second, dropped all the way down the back of the field. There could be even further dramas perhaps with the EBM car.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get over that one. It was quite hard. Like, we're there on merit again. We're up into second, and we're going strong, driving away from the guy behind me and sort of going with Aaron Love, and drive shaft snapped. So it was a bit of a shame, but we live and we learn, and we know that we can be there for Sandown.
Sprint Challenge this year has a quality lineup of drivers. You began though at Sydney Motorsport Park. Is it fair to say when you kicked off at Sydney Motorsport Park that it was maybe even better than you anticipated? Or
Turning up to Sydney, I know I had the expectations of obviously trying to win and put on a bit of a performance, and we fortunately did that.
And then carried a huge amount of speed down to two. Woods recovered here and looks racy, trying the wide line around the outside at turn 4, 130 k's an hour, and Wood will wrestle the lead maybe. Or will he? Sargent holds on around the outside, but runs it wide at turn 5, and the young Kiwi scrapes through. But Ryan Wood scores the opening race win in the 2022 championship. Nice start by the Kiwi.
And then obviously on the weekend we had Queensland Raceway. Being our home round, I was a little bit disappointed walking away with 3 seconds. To take the positive away, getting the pole position and the extra point is going to actually help in the long run. So yeah, we've had a good year so far. Unfortunately only 2 rounds in, but looking forward to seeing what lies ahead.
so this step along the journey for you has been a very cool one, albeit COVID interrupted. Where to next for you?
In current, I'm racing Carrera Cup with Porsche New Zealand, and in my opinion, might be a little bit biased, but I think it's the best stepping stone for young blokes in NZ to actually get over to Australia. I think at the moment it's our only real opportunity to get over here and race some big cars and get with a really good team and learn a whole lot about your driving. And they can open doors. Obviously, every young bloke from NZ and Australia likes supercars and loves watching and racing in those. But obviously, to be driving for Porsche as well, there's a whole lot of opportunities overseas that you might want to pursue.
Is there a path for you that you've mapped out short term where you've gone, you know, you'd love to step in and do Carrera Cup like Callum's doing next year? What's the target for you?
Yeah, for me, like we set out a goal after the 86 Championship to tick off South Island Endurance, apply for the New Zealand Porsche Scholarship and get Race Sprint Challenge. And then obviously Carrera Cup being the next step. So for me, that's my goal, is to short term jump into Carrera Cup next year and do what Callum's doing this year. As a racing driver, that's all you really want. And for us, we've got to win races and got to be like that.
Scholarship's pretty helpful in that sense. Is that the target for you as well?
Moving forward next year, I'd love to race for Team Porsche New Zealand again. What they've achieved in the last 2 years with Matt Payne, Callum and myself now is pretty cool for such a new team over here as well. That is my goal, is to hopefully get the Team Porsche New Zealand drive again and really push to get the scholarship, which will be pretty exciting.